Good evening, I'm student meteorologist Dennis Krulov here with your extended outlook through Monday, April 15th. Right now we have a severe weather threat that is impacting much of the central and midwest of the United States, bringing damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes, and we do have widespread precipitation also in the upper Midwest and stretching into portions of the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast, while we do have some mixed precipitation and snow showers still impacting portions of the Rockies and northern plains. Starting with our focus on the west coast, we're going to be staying mostly calm throughout Tuesday and Wednesday before our next system begins to really move into the region on Thursday into Friday, where there could be higher winds and the potential for higher elevation snows before we dry out as we head into early next week. And for the Rockies, we'll be mainly calm with a few higher winds tomorrow afternoon and evening. Wednesday will be mostly calm, but by Thursday our next system will move into the region, allowing for higher wind gusts and the potential for higher elevation snow and ice by Thursday and Friday before we clear out the weekend into early next week. Central U.S. will have continued high winds and rain showers continue as we head into Tuesday before the system departs. We'll see higher winds on Wednesday as well, and potentially into Thursday. Calmer end to the week on Friday before we see more higher winds coming this weekend. The potential for severe weather, especially across the southern regions, into early next week. And for the East Coast, it'll be really busy Tuesday and Thursday with widespread rain and the potential for severe weather that will continue into Wednesday with higher winds and potential for high elevation and northeast snow Thursday into Friday before we clear out and turn for the weekend. And as we head into early next week, the pattern should remain calm heading up into Eclipse Day. A significant risk of severe weather from the south into the Ohio Valley Tuesday afternoon and evening, with the greatest risk in the enhanced and moderate risk shaded areas. And then Wednesday afternoon, there is a low-end risk for portions of the Mid-Atlantic and Florida. Here are the summarized hazards from this Thursday through next Tuesday. As you can see, there's going to be high elevation snow events across much of the west coast and upper Rockies. There is a threat for critical wildfire risk for portions of the plains, especially with the threat for higher winds. There's potential for heavier rains down in Texas and Oklahoma on Eclipse Day, and we could see heavy snow in the northeast during the latter half of this week, which could bring heavy snow accumulations, especially across the highest elevations. Heading into the second week of April, cooler than average conditions will dominate much of the western and eastern United States before we see a warmer pattern flip by mid-month. And in terms of precipitation, it's going to be mostly wet across much of the central and eastern United States, with there drier spots in the Pacific Northwest and southeast. There is a slight risk of high winds across a good chunk of the central United States during the middle part of the second week of April, and that extends into portions of the Great Lakes region, northeast, and even the Mid-Atlantic. Even as we head into the middle part of the month, there is still the risk of heavy snow, with a slight risk of heavy snow across portions of Colorado, southern Wyoming, and northern New Mexico, primarily in the highest elevations. And downstream of that heavy snow risk, there is a heavy precipitation risk, which includes much of the southern and middle parts of the Mississippi River Valley that could be including the threat for heavier rains and even stronger thunderstorms. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a like below. And until then, safe travels.